Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Beat flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets full? Close encounter.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 5'9". 53 is the mark. I don't think you got it, son. Touch me first.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brees. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Mike, ready, blue 80, 525. Check, 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 check.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 40. Hey, Delta. Check Mike 46. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back down the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Alert 3, alert 3. 22.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he will find Ridley on the left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Hey, express, express. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Wait. Showing it, showing it. Wait, he's got it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Hey, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. Protein spill. 7's the mic.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 21. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
High 7.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, check. 47. I'm not ready. Mike's 47. Get up.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
40, 25. 46 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big got. Check 43. Oh, wait, he's not up. Gun.
They'll run with Smith. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
51, South. Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D. 46 to Mike.
Christ on travel.
Yeah. Mike, 46. Mike, 46. Check. Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, South.
Go.
Wait a minute. 6. Check Mike 46. Here I come. Shift.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bryant is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Powering his way forward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Falcons take over
Oh,
first
yeah,
and
baby,
10
let's go.
at their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Smooth. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Watch the run.
51.
56.
Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Oh, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Check, check, 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Here, 21, 21. 26.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Flushed it, looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Third down.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Jim, 21. Hey, Rick Lance.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Now Ryan. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, bye-bye.
56 the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 56.
Check.
Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's go. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, check. 47 Mike.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready, blue 80.
Hey, watch the ball. Check the backer, check the backer. Kill. Turn it up.
51, sub.
On first down, Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
21. Space.
47's the mic. Here we go, D. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
Now it's Ryan. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Lucky. Hey, watch it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You go 39. You got turn right there. Check.
General West. 51, sub. Got it.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Switch it.
They toss to Freeman. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Switch.
Bravo. Wait.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Breeze to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. 25 tonight. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
ready, blue 80. Black 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
11.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike, check Mike. Mike 46. Mike 46.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Let's get it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9.
Blue 80, sit on it.
Kill.
Hey, 59, ready.
Slam.
Blue 80, set.
25, check 25, check 25.
25, sit on. 25, sit on.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. No. Off.
Hey, free clearance. Hey, south.
Move. Check.
80 weapon.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
47 Mike. 47.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Ready to go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Slam.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down.
Let's go.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Watch out.
Hey, Zoo.
46 for Mike. 46.
Check.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Freeman again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 46. 46. Here we go.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, alert 3.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Mike 46.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready.
46 to Mike. I'm coming. Watch the twitch.
Ready to go.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. To throw, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Breeze will try again on second down. Caught left side, Garcon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Ready. Double waiting.
59. Me and you all day. All day.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
53. Mike, 53. Hey,
11.
Again, it's Breeze. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Falcons, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign.